Hello, my front wheel skids. Just another one of these. Fucking, don't you like a fucking boy hotspur cunt? Oh, mate. Ugh. Does your bollocks in, doesn't he? You must do your bollocks in every time I say front wheel skids. Foreigners are fucking sitting there going, what's a fucking front wheel skid? It's a yid. Jesus Christ. Anyway, got PSG tonight. And thought I'd do a strategic Johnny breakdown. I don't normally do these strategic Johnny breakdowns because I've never managed a team, right? I've never played FIFA manager, football manager, whatever you want to call it. I've only ever played the FIFA a couple of times and I beat the Arsenal. First off the go. You know what I mean? 3 times beat the Arsenal straight off the bat. So I must be a football mastermind. Anyway. PSG tonight. Midfield's got to be changed. We need to impact straight away on the game because what they're going to do is they're going to PSG are going to come at us fast and furious tonight. That's what's going to happen. That game to them is going to be won within the first 20 minutes, and then they're just going to play and park the bus, knowing that we've got quite a boring strike force at the minute if you're looking at our games. So if you're another player looking at our games, you must be thinking, right, we'll just get a couple of goals past them and then we'll park the bus because they haven't got no fucking hope. So Bergvall, put him in the midfield, mate. Sarr, put him in the midfield. Out on the stretches, you doggy. Spence behind him. You know, get Van der Ven to fucking run about. I just don't like... See, Thomas Frank has never been my cup of tea as a Brentford manager. And now we've got him as a Tottenham manager. It's really hard to... it's really hard to see what he's going to do, right? But he keeps on going on about reading these teams. And to me, he's not reading these teams. The way we're seeing it as fans. He's seeing it as a worker. So he's got a work in progress. He's in the middle of a rebuild. He don't care about, as he said in one of his interviews the other day, you're going to win 20, you're going to lose this. No. You got to think on the Ange structure here. And you got to think on the structure of Conte and Mourinho and Pochettino. I don't like to mention the names and go back because I'm not one for Pochettino myself. He wasn't my cup of tea as a manager. But you wanted to win every game. You really wanted to win every game. Go in it to win it. From the off. Stop fucking about. We've got a gung-ho football up front. We've got to keep getting the ball as far as we can up front and letting the midfielders and the strikers do what they do. None of this keep passing back to Vicario. Vicario, he's right shit at kicking the ball about to people. 9 times out of 10, when they give the ball back to him and he kicks it up high and long, it goes back to the other team. What's the fucking point? Are they not seeing this? And that's what cracks me up. Are they not seeing we can't? We're not keeping it in midfield. We're letting the ball go too many times. So I'd like to see this, as I said before, half Ange football, half Thomas Frank football. I think that's where it lies. Nothing in the middle. I want a defensive, strong team, and I want this gung-ho at the front where they're just fast-flowing, free, and someone in their right mind, in the coaching team of Tottenham, have got to say to the players, look, back up Xavi, get him in there, and maybe get Brennan Johnson in as well. Get him behind Muani if he's going to play tonight. You know, if he's going to play tonight, Muani, get Brennan Johnson in behind to pick up these balls and score them if it bounces back out. He's good at that. He was good at that with Nottingham Forest. He's good. He's got quick reflexes. I just can't stand Johnson being on the wings, right? I like to see him behind a striker when he runs back in. And Porro needs to sort out his game. He needs to proper sort out his game, because this is getting really, it's inconsistent from our players. Inconsistency is what's failing us. It really is. If we're not inconsistent and we're playing top whack, we could take on some of these teams. Maybe we might lose, but we'd lose with a fight. And that's what I want to see, a fight. I want to see total aggressive football. Just none of this namby-pamby and keep passing the ball, working out the other team. Fuck working out the other team. Yeah, we've played them a couple of times now. We know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do. And I'm not understanding where we're coming from. I really ain't understanding where we're coming from. This is that they called Ange pragmatic. What do we call Frank? Not dogmatic. Not automatic. We call him static. He's like a static manager. He's too busy on this chessboard, right, working out what the other team's going to do, that within 60 minutes we're fucked. We are absolutely fucked. So put the chessboard down, Thomas. Put the chessboard down and just give him a team talk and half. In fact, phone up fucking Mourinho. Phone up Ange and just say, look, you couldn't do us a favour. Give him a fucking team talk. I feel like that's all they need is one good team talk, like a Churchill-style team talk. Fight them on the beaches and, one of those ones. Be absolutely nice. Get them out there, get them inspired, play them the Europa Cup video. This was supposed to be season 3, and we didn't get season 3, mate. We got, the story ended, and we got another manager. And then this going to get toxic again. Absolutely toxic. If we lose tonight, it's going to be toxic as hell. And I try and keep my positivity up. But the other day, being not well and on top of an Arsenal loss, I've done a video and I've got to go back to that video and just say to people that I was right in one respect, that some of these players in this first team, would you put them in another first team? Would you put them in another Premiership team? What ones make another Premiership team? And I fucking hate to say that about Tottenham. But, Jesus Christ. Who are we talking about? Romero would probably get in a mid-table. I say mid-table because Liverpool's down there now with Man United. He would get in a first team, wouldn't he? Van der Ven would probably get in a first team of another club. Who else would get in the first team? And this is what we're fighting against. I do love being an underdog, though. I love being an underdog because it means we can surprise people. And the way we have got to surprise people is we've got to freak their heads out on the football pitch. We've got to freak them out something rotten. Come on, before Christmas. You know what I mean? Let's have a PSG win under our belt before Christmas. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? At least it would shut up a lot of people on the internet. Or would it? I'm not understanding the internet at the minute. I'm not understanding YouTube at the minute. I'm not understanding Spurs fans at the minute. Yeah, you can fume 24 hours a morning after a loss. But then you've got to take responsibility for what you're saying. I hated doing that video the other day when I was so negative about the team. I hated it. I wanted to punch myself in the face. In fact, I'm glad I got not well. I'm glad I got not well because that was God's way of saying to me, Johnny, fuck you, mate. You're negative and you're supposed to support the team, so fuck you. There's a fucking stomach bug on top of your disease. Have that. Have one day of the shits. Now I've got it out of my system. I've got off that crapper. I felt so positive now. So come on, Tottenham. Come on, boys. Come on, let's do this. Let's fucking take PSG. That's all I can say. Have a good day. Take care. Baked potato. And God bless. Good health. And try not to go shopping in Sainsbury's today because it was fucking atrocious. I got one dinner. I got my sausage meat. I got my pigs in blankets that I'm going to make myself for Christmas. Lasagna sheets. Mate, it come to nearly 38 nicker. Oh yeah, I did buy myself some Corsadel toothpaste because I'm getting posh, boys. And I can have an haircut tonight if the kids don't nick me razors, right? And anyway, have a good one. Take care. Love yous all. God bless.